Matty's here, Rob's here, Andy's here, me, Steve. Nothing of any note or interest next weekend. So let us play in with a bit of Smiggers Titties and an intro he did for us a while back. Celebrating Tone in all his glory.
This is Coogan Cassius for IFL TV in association. Tony.
Stop, Coogs. I'm trying to just chill. Will you piss off? Please, respect the man's privacy, Coogan. I don't want to be on camera or television.
You're at a public event.
I know.
I'm not on your doorstep.
I know, but you know, I've stayed away from everything recently. People think I've disappeared. Well, I kind of have. I just want reality back. I want a normal life, and I will find it because I will stay out of all your way for a good 12 months. You guys have always called me Tony Bellew. I only created the name Tony Bellew to make me our fella proud. My name's Anthony Bellew, mate. Tonight it's over, mate. Tony Bellew died tonight. I'm done, Cooks. I told you Tony Bellew died tonight. I just go home and I live life normal now. I enjoy my life. And it's over. I mean, Tony Bellew's gone now. I've been Tony Bellew for a long time. He can punch, obviously, but he's been able to punch and he's been able to really punch, turn lights out. You know, has he ever knocked anyone unconscious? I shouldn't really say that now, should I? It's only been my bleeding luck, but I've done it on a number of occasions. You've seen me turn lights out, just out. I've done that. I can do that again. Would you wish bad on anyone? So there is something wrong in saying that. I don't hope Deontay Wilder gets hit or beat up. I hope he loses the fight, yeah. But I hope he's sound and he goes, right, nice one, just earned the right few million series after. So, you know, I don't wish anyone actual bad harm. I just think that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to hit him, mate. He's going to stay here. The only thing he's getting in with that belt, I said I'll give you a free shot on the chin. I can't knock me out. I cannot wait. You said at the weight, your legs are going. If you give me a free shot, mate, you're waking up in an ambulance. You're waking up in an ambulance. You're waking up in an ambulance. Let's do it like that.
Where's he gone, by the way? I haven't heard from him.
I've not heard from him for a while. He's been out the back garden with the kettlebells, I believe.
No, do you know what? I think it's because he's on fucking DAZN now and nobody sees him.
I'm telling you right. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you,
it's the best move for disappearing of his career, being part of the DAZN panel. Not a fucking no cunt's going to see him.
He's getting prepped for a comeback against some sort of YouTuber. I bet you. I bet he tries to get into that money trough as well.
Imagine Jake Paul would have him on strings, man. Jake Paul would absolutely have Tony Bellew on strings in the press conferences. It'd be great. Let's make it happen. Eddie, let's make it happen. Have a word with your good mate. Eddie, who's fighting on a Jake Paul card, actually, so getting farmed out. Boy, Eddie just trying to make me relevant still, trying to do anything he can to make this Serrano fight interesting. So I can't wait to fight on Jake Paul's card.
I heard that Jake Paul has offered Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. a couple million or $3 million to fight him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually think he could beat him too.
He didn't think that one through. He should have just fucking offered him a meal and a hot shower, a bag of stuff. He'd have been in there.
Yeah, some lucky charms.
Just offered him enough cocaine when it's over, and he'd come in like a fucking donkey chasing a carrot to plow the field, man.
I think, yes, indeed. Tony could be seen fighting one of the Paul brothers very soon. Let's get on to the Bellew of the Weeks then. First nomination from Bryce for Art Man Boxing. His pound for pound top 10. Flying in at number 10, Devin Haney. Number 9, America's Naoya Inoue. Number 8, Fulton Jr. Number 7, Josh Taylor. Number 6 is 160 Charlo, just to be specific. Number 5 is Tank. Number 4 is 154 Charlo. Number 3 is Canelo. Number 2 is Errol. Number 1 is Bud. He should stick to making his T-shirts, I think, old Art Man.
To be fair, Japan has been under a defense agreement with us since World War II, so I'll fucking take you in a way.
Japan is a great place, by the way. Great place.
Did you have fun there?
Me love you long time.
He's gonna get us banned again quickly. Let's move on. Mansion Bet nominated
a great
by
bunch
Ames.
of lads, the Japanese.
Great bunch of lads.
Great bunch of lads, the Yakuza.
get the lampshade away. A mansion bet here. Josh Kelly has been voted Boxing News Fighter of the Year. Well, it was a good fight he put up against Avanesian, I suppose. Oh, Josh Kelly. I think they're getting mixed up with Josh Taylor possibly there. But congratulations to Josh Kelly. Maybe it was manifested from Adam Booth.
That's fucking brilliant. That is fighter of the year. Brilliant.
You wonder who else might have been in the voting.
Oh, well, you never know. Michelle Joy Phelps, she's got nominated here. Well, Jonathan, 500,000. Non-stop delays today. Fight was cancelled, stranded in London. The lines are insane for all the passengers in the same position. Absolute nightmare trying to get back to the States. Longest day ever. Jonathan, you okay, Michelle, babe? Hopefully sorted soon. Jonathan.
You're fucking McAdee air, this guy, isn't he?
Oh, dear me.
There's a 9 in 10 chance that guy lives in his parents' basement.
Yeah, that was a reference, of course, when I said McAdee to the actor who played Goldie in the movie The Mac, who passed away today. And I know Anthony Johnson was probably inconsolable right now because he looked up to him when he was growing up.
Danny Garcia has been nominated for the Danny Montana New Year's suit. He has his own clothing range.
Did you see his dad? But he actually had half trousers on, actually.
Did he?
I am sure he had half trousers on. It was like silver and purple. I'm sure he was wearing. Fucking bomb.
He's a character, isn't he?
Christ, the visual here is fucking awful. It's like half canary, half Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz.
It could be worse, Matty. It could be the boys from Ukraine back in the day. Usyk and Lomachenko.
We'll get Matt Murders here to do the credits for us.
No, man, Danny Garcia, man, it's like it looks like Big Bird fucked a Latino with no style.
Looks like he got 2 of Sean Porter's suits and sewed them together.
He wears outrageous shit sometimes.
Oh, he loves it. He does indeed. John Fury getting a nomination here. I do things my own way. John Fury spends Christmas Day at secret hideout on his own. I didn't cut the video just in case because, you know, we have a few issues with that. But he had the little fire going. He's got his turkey on a pan. John Fury out in his Christmas hideout, doing Christmas his own way, talking to people who do things their own way. Shout out to the Goat. There she is.
Look at that hair. Look at the hair there, man. It's true.
No,
Where's Oz when you need him?
We need to stop on the poor Goat's hairline, man. Fuck's sake. She does enough bad stuff to fucking warrant her inclusion every week without hammering her for just being bald.
Look at that.
Start date 2022.
Fucking hell. That's appalling, as always they've been saying.
Jovino, as they say. Ricky Graville in the chat has nominated this on PBC Ireland. This is former lineal heavyweight champion Riddick Bowe.
He's got better looking, by the way.
That guy could probably put a better fight up than Riddick these days, Andy.
He looks better than Riddick Bowe, to be honest with you, man. Jesus, Riddick can't even talk.
Lennox Lewis had the best reaction when that happened on PBC. He's like, no, that's not Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe looks like a chicken.
Is that what he said? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, the broadcast I got must have been the Fight TV.
Yeah, me too. The single commentary. Yeah. I think.
Sorry, Lennox.
Oh, Lennox.
Yeah.
Was him and Big Joe okay this time? Were they no arguing each other?
It was far more pleasant. Pleasant. Who the fuck is that this time? Is that Rob again under a different name?
Yeah, that's me again. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
King Kong Kelly and Bing Bong Ortiz on the call, just in time to see Shuey nominating Itchy Balls 1991. He says, how the fuck is Tio and Loma both in front of Haney? Yet they have 3 losses between them in 35 fights, but Haney at 26-0 himself with WBC title. Half the division finding reasons to not fight him is somehow behind them. I don't understand this business, Matty, there's a lot of people going on about Loma and Tio and all these fighters, their resumes, because they have losses. I mean, are they trolling or are they just generally stupid? Just because you're 26-0 fighter against Loma 16-2 means nothing.
I think it's the Floyd effect, and because, Floyd was, just kind of mainstream athlete outside of boxing that just casual observers grabbed onto that O so much, and they think that an O is tremendously meaningful, not understanding. I know people, give Floyd a hard time, but his resume is pretty fucking stout.
I don't know
without a loss.
I don't know if the people giving him stick are trolling. I think they're racist.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Fucking racist. But yeah, so I think it's just it, and I think it has to do with that casual effect at the end of the day, and for the fact of so much of the Floyd promotion was about his undefeated record.
See, Suleiman as well. I was mentioning him earlier on there. He actually confirmed that Cambosis is the undisputed champion. So does that put Haney back to the email champion or whatever
Oh
it is?
my god!
So
Did he say that really?
He seriously said that. And I'm saying to myself, I was actually trying to listen to him explain what the franchise champion or belt or whatever that designation meant. He was making it up as he was going along. And somebody else mentioned in the chat there, we're talking about purse bids for the fucking Fury White situation, right? 50-50 or whatever it was, 55-45, 70-30 and 80-20 and etc. Or, next, at the sole discretion of the WBC. So basically they make it up as they go along. Or they can do at least.
Yeah, it's so they can give it to the likes of Loma and especially the likes of Canelo and keep them while following their own rules by also keeping hold of them so they can get a percentage of their fights and stuff.
And apparently they don't need to make mandatory defences. They can actually they can actually request a designated franchise champion, and then if they want to go up in weight or whatever, but they can come back to whatever the weight division is that they're franchise champion, and then make a request that I want to fight for that title. What a pish!
I don't say the number that Dillian White's ultimately getting. That's going to be my nomination.
We'll keep it on the low down. Johnny Horsecock Nelson talking about the undefeated record. This kind of logic allowed Chris Lovejoy to have a career. That's the greatest indictment, a damning indictment.
I wonder, by the way, sorry, Steve, to interrupt you. I wonder when we're getting shadow banned when we have fucking fans like Johnny Horsecock Nelson that are coming up in the algorithms every week. We're quoting Johnny Horsecock Nelson. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it is a wonder indeed. Tom O'Reilly has nominated Victor Ortiz, tweeting out 2022 fight goal. Let's go. First, Jake Paul tune-up fight. Second, Canelo. Third, Danny Garcia in his suit, hopefully. Fourth, Terence Crawford. And fifth, Errol Spence Jr. Friends are friends, but my career is first. Hashtag my kids. Hashtag family. What's up, when he was on the...
Was he in a room with fucking Chavez Jr. when he wrote that tweet?
He needs to go speak to Sly Stallone for another fucking movie role, because once he gets to gets to Terence Crawford, it's rest in peace. That's what's going to happen to you, boy.
I feel like he just got really fat during the holidays, and this is just more like his looking at how he's got to walk his way back down to 150 pounds, give or take.
Should you not fight Jake Paul and then go and fight Canelo? What the fuck? Surely it would be Jake Paul then fight Danny Garcia because he's semi-retired.
All roads to Canelo lead through Jake Paul.
I mean, it's like fucking.
He's going up and down the weights too, Victor, isn't he? He's up and down the weights too. I tell you what, Victor Loughlin has a better shot of making those fights than Victor Ortiz.
But all these opponents for the Canelo fight, like Oliver Twist, more please, fucking hell, man, fucking just fight somebody, earlier shot.
Chris One Shot Lovejoy's thrown in a 79p there just to keep things moving. Thanks very much to you, Chris Lovejoy. Very much appreciated as we move on to the 9th installment.
I love them.
Bellew of the Week. Steve Bunce tweeted out, coming soon from the Indie Sport. It is the review of the Boxing Year warning. No fake earnings, no after-timing love for Jake, and no rose-tinted fondness for any folded TV boxing shows. It's getting like a boxing version of Sex and the City reunion on here. Dave Lee, former friend of the pod, now deceased, says, to be fair, those earnings have as much basis in reality as saying Warrington had Lara close to defeat before the fight was ruled a technical draw after 2 rounds. Steve Bunce jumped back in and said, what a chinless little twat you look.
but Steve, to the point at hand, mate. Steve Bunce, that was too, actually. What a dick, eh?
Do you reckon it's easy to get under Buncey's skin?
You guys get away with so much more over there with your personalities. Like, I can't see Al Bernstein having a job if he told somebody on Twitter, that's a great opinion. Why don't you suck my dick?
Paulie did for a fair bit, to be honest with you. But then I think
and he's not on any fucking network in America anymore, is he?
I think it was Tommy. Tommy's like, oh yeah, no, sorry, Steve Bunce is saying, oh, he's trying to get me sacked for BT. Then Tommy pipes up with an old quote or an old article that Bunce tried to, was it a school kid that spat in his face or something? And he tried to contact. He was ranting and raving about it in the BBC. I even phoned the school. And somebody had to fucking call him and complain about it. And Steve he got really fucking pulled out of calls for that one. But Jade can't, though.
Well, exactly. Bunty has skeletons in his own cupboard.
I tell you what, I was just going to point out, you've been nominated to become the British Ambassador of Fighting Sports, and we might as well take today just to remind everyone we're getting closer. We've been nominated for a big award this year.
Come on, son. Where's the graphic? Where's that graphic when I need it? There we go. Who's the odd man out? Is it me, or the true Paris Hilton, or that woman at the top? Looks like a wig stuck on Jade Goody's head. There was it at the end when she was having the treatment.
You can't make any jokes about it.
No, it's not a joke. I'm just saying. I wonder if that was a wig stuck on at the end. I don't like it. That doesn't suit her. And then the woman who's next to me on my right, the screen's left. I don't even know who she is.
Miranda Cosgrove. She is iCarly of Nickelodeon fame.
Well, she may be iCarly. Anyway, the four of us are up for an award, Broadcast News Award, on June 18th at the Hilton Hotel in central London. Tickets are £275.
You buy mine?
No, I'm not buying yours. So we're going along to that, and the Jade show, actually, which was the last few weeks of her life, I've got to be honest with you, and I'm not joking, I'm not saying it was on Living, a channel I didn't even know existed. It was quite good, I've got to be honest with you. It was, because it was suddenly, there was no hype, it was just this woman slowly dying in front of the cameras, which I found quite entertaining. And it was very good because she was dead and it was honest, it was truthful. As for that Paris Hilton thing, I swear, Andy, if we lose out, I'll tell you what, if Jade loses out to Paris Hilton and we lose out to Paris Hilton, I'll be sick as a parrot. And iCarly can come again, man. Jade can't. You know what I'm saying?
I've completely lost any track of what you're saying.
Yeah, I have as well.
I will add that I thought the Jade programme was fantastic, but for completely different reasons. I thought it was very heart-rendering stuff. But
it was heart-rendering
plenty
stuff.
still to come here on the Boxing Hours. We hope to speak to promoter Callis Allen.
I love the bit about the wig though. He sounds like a professional hairdresser, like Ted Gibson or something like that. Yeah?
The worst. That would be forgivable if he hadn't seen the show. He said, "Yeah, I think she's wearing a wig there." Anyway, she was dying of cancer, slowly dying. Like you.
Which I found very entertaining.
Oh.
Hey, Steve, you try to get me sacked for BT by playing that video, by the way. No. Better watch this, you chinless twat.
That image with the three women and then him in the bottom corner looked like the nightly news showing the perpetrator and the three women that he abducted and left in the woods.
I think Steve goes down to the local paraplegic centre for entertainment sometimes. I just see someone say that in the chat there, so I'm stealing that one. Fuck it.
Oh my god. Classic Bunty, man. He does the work for you, doesn't he, Bunty? He's brilliant on Twitter.
It's like was it MD the chat says just watching this woman dying on TV in front of her eyes. I'm like, fucking hell, you think how long ago was that? 15 years ago? How times have changed, by the way.
Yes. It would have been about 2007, something like that, maybe.
Oof.
2009. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there we go.
I don't think I've heard that much silence when someone starts a bit since Maddie's last joke. That was
I thought that was just because you guys were all on mute.
You could come again. You could come again, Maddie.
You can come again, Matty. Jade can't.
Jade can't.
Talking to people who can't come again, old Rolly has been nominated here by James Windsor. I might just quit boxing for real, says Rolly. This sport is all bullshit. They just never wanted to see Rolly succeed, and that's the truth.
You had a pay-per-view slot if you could just keep your fucking dick in your pants, you fuck.
Think Rolly was coming again and coming again. That was his problem.
What if he speaks about himself in the third person there, eh? Like a Rolly, man.
Little Rolly. Mike Altamura tweeting out here, the Gypsy King ain't the only heavyweight champ banging out the tunes. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you Ghanaian heavyweight Haruna Osamanu, who was last seen getting knocked out by Martin Bakoli in the Ghanaian ring there, giving a good tune after his fight. Tim Boxeo was tweeting that one out as well, so Bellew the week nomination for him. Cocaine Dawkins nominated this one, Andy. $60 pay-per-view event for Paul Gallen against somebody else. A lot of wrestling involved. It was 3 2-minute rounds. $60 pay-per-view main event was 3 2-minute rounds.
I remember seeing that getting advertised on, I forget which card. It might be in the Maloney fight. I don't know what it was, mate. I think there was a few fights in that card. It was kind of like mixed matches, like football players against rugby players or something.
Even if you take into consideration the difference between the exchange rate, it's probably about 30 quid, but that's about £10 more than Anthony Joshua's pay-per-view. Fucking, you know what I mean? Have a word, Australia.
Oh, bonkers. Next few here then. Michael Benson tweeting out, Tom O'Reilly has nominated this one. Eddie Hearn asked about a hypothetical Deontay Wilder versus Derek Chisora fight. All Chisora's losses have come at the elite level, and Wilder is elite level. Chisora can beat Wilder. If that fight goes past 4, Chisora wins. But he's got to get past 4. That's got to be dangerous. So I'd say it would be pretty dangerous, Eddie, to be honest with you.
Fuck aye. But I mean, I've never seen Wilder gas out after 4 rounds.
My God, Eddie Chisora against Wilder, man. What an absolute assassin that man is. Arthur Dane, Brian King, no less. Might try and get Brian on the pod. He's nominating Rick Glazer. Rick Glazer tweeted out, I can be critical of times of Eddie Hearn, but look at the massive amount of money Anthony Joshua has made. And with no manager, it's all Eddie. Despite Joshua not having a good chin, no mental resolve, and at times bad stamina issues, Hearn's done a great job for AJ.
Fucking hell, man. Does he like snort angel dust before he tweets that? He's going about pay-per-views the other day there. Oh my God.
I don't know. I kind of think that's a great backhanded burn right there.
It is, isn't it? Talking about a backhanded compliment, like.
I suppose. But fucking him.
Good old him. Yeah. Yeah, so we had another one from Arthur Dane for Rick Glazer as well. He tweeted out, my lovely wife Sonia, all smiles on New Year's Eve. After 8 years of marriage, she's definitely a keeper. And Bess, she loves boxing too. Sonia said, don't you buy that Ortiz Martin pay-per-view? That's horrible. And 2 left-handers? Why would they do that? That's Drek. Sonia knows boxing. Rick Glazer's wife there telling him not to buy the pay-per-view.
Sounds like a good title for a podcast. Let's get that cracking. Never have enough boxing podcasts. Sonia knows boxing.
Hasn't been one started up lately. Good straight, Rob. This is right up your street, though, Rob. Floyd making smart investments as usual. The king of boxing, the king of gel blasting, Kel blasting going on here.
Well, before we get to that, I think that lady has an abundance of hair. If she could possibly suitably donate that to somebody.
That's a fine head of hair, that, isn't it?
A fine head of hair. So she could possibly find a home for some of that. I don't know where now, but possibly somewhere. Speaking of a lad who's had fucking hair, there's the beard implant, the straight hairline, 50 and 0, the greatest, doing the fucking, is that double gel blasters he's got there? He means business. So get the kids out of the house, buy these gel blasters.
Just didn't go about downtown America.
I should get Broner to represent gel blasters.
It's like since we've started, it's like spike him with something. It's like when since we've started covering his fucking commercial endeavors that he's up the ante, because I saw him on his Instagram stories during the week. He said you can win one NFT and tickets to his next exhibition that hasn't been fucking announced, by the way. And go to whatever site it is, and he has a green WBC belt for the NFT itself. So the NFT, whatever the fuck that is, if someone can explain to me, is now a fucking WBC belt holder. And I don't know how you buy it, how you get it, but that's part of the mystery with these Floyd advertisements. You have to do the hard work yourself.
NFT, no fucking thank you, Rob.
NFT, TMT.
Oh, good old Floyd.
Dr.
Anyway.
Joseph Ajayo, NFT going hot on the fucking market as we speak. What's this, by the way? What is this?
back to the serious stuff. Doug Stringer, my portrait of Anthony Joshua.
Why is one ear higher up than the other one?
He looks
after
like
Ruiz.
That neck looks like if they fucking clutch him with uppercut.
Looks like he fucking traced a Mr. Potato Head.
Arsenal says it looks like a cross between F and a Koku and Carlton Palmer.
You guys are gonna feel really bad when you find out this guy is simple.
Oh, don't say that, Matty, but I'll feel bad now. But anyway,
looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, nomination for Doug Stringer there. Maybe not. Mo nominating again back to Deontay Wilder. And Lee Ross jumped in on the Deontay Wilder Derek Chisora talk. He's in favour of it, actually, like Eddie. He said, needs to get the win, though, innit? I love the fight, personally. Fury hurt this guy countless times through 3 fights. Chisora catches him. He's probably on life support.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, gosh, Lee Ross. Where do they find these guys? Here's Bunsey again. Calling anonymous, gutless and chinless twat, and he has his friends copy and paste the attack and then send it on to BT. Just think about that. What kind of person does that? Keyboard Warrior Day, 29th to the 12th, 21. E says, let it go, Bunsey, you're a grown man. Man just tried to get me sacked. Sam says, definitely just read this tweet in Steve's voice.
I bet we shouting by the way. Shouting.
Prod in a bit of A4.
His defense is a bit flimsy, isn't it? So just because I grabbed that girl by the arse, he had to go and call the security. Fucking hell.
I could definitely hear him saying that high-pitched fucking whine of his, like, sometimes.
Ah, Bunty. Next few here. Still trying, says Tony Bellew. He's trying a bit of golf. Even. Yeah, Cocaine Dawkins. He's never played golf at elite level, Andy. So no right to make this video. Absolutely. No Ryder Cup action for Tony. So what's he doing?
I don't know, mate. Anybody that has a golf ball about the place needs to be checked in somewhere else, as far as I'm concerned. I can't be doing with that sport.
Fuck yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
You're from the land of fucking golf, man. Like you're like surrounded by the things that
it's awful.
I'd love to play card.
I hate golf too.
The golf club's a weapon where Andy's
You have some great courses over there. So
exactly, mate.
The problem that he's going to run into, I can tell that he's at a top golf location, and I used to do their club repair over there. And the problem is their men's clubs are actually a women's standard length, so they're like way too small for Anthony. He's just setting himself up to fail.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm sure we never hear about it.
Never hear from him again. Cedric Sniff has nominated Regis Prograis, who tweeted out, "So I know most people don't know this about me, but I went through a period in my teens when I couldn't go into a store and not steal. I didn't even need to, but I just like the rush of it. But all the real thieves know not to steal from Target. They will catch you, Matty."
What are you saying? Oh, sorry, I was talking shit to the people in the chat. No.
Regis with some thievery advice. He says never steal from Target because they'll catch you.
No, that's good advice. And I mean, he's from New Orleans. You know, for all we know, he might have gotten away with some good shit during Katrina. Yeah, I mean, that thing was a big old insurance claim, and you know, maybe he fucking pimped out his ride during it. I don't know. These dudes from New Orleans, I take them seriously, man. They know how to run on the wild side of life.
If you don't get a fight soon, he might be back in Target.
He might be. He's making smart investments, Rob. He's always boasting about all these places in Mexico he's buying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That he's not buying right away. Not so smart investments.
All right, final few now. Here's a cracker coming up. Orange Boom Bastard has just found the Ebony Bridges Appreciation Society over on Facebook. There are currently 1.1 thousand members.
Fuck me.
I bet that fucking Danger baldy guy with buys the gloves. I bet he's the one that fucking owns it.
1,100 members now. There is a database.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody needs to join in and get the names of these people by everything.
Yeah,
the boss.
If your Bureau of Investigations is wondering where all the children are.
Well,
Start there.
If you want to get in, boys, you have to answer the following questions. What would be your ideal photo shoot of Ebony? And what would you do if you spent some time with Ebony? Now, that last one.
That's turned up some interesting fucking responses, that one. Holy fuck.
As the guard or the member of that page, we need to find. This is the questions we need to know.
The answer is if the answer is not killer and wear a skin, you don't get admin. Is that right?
Oh dear, Ebony there.
You go have a tattoo, the phoenix on your leg as well.
The phoenix, rise with the phoenix. Into that one. Robert Easter, folks, I got a foot fetish. Lol. Fact, me too, says Shakira Stevenson. Alex Boutros taking exception to that. I'm nominating the boys.
Yeah, I agree with that. Discussion.
Dude, I think it's some with some of the black dudes, because I remember a while, like years ago, I think it was goddamn, I was trying to think of what they were talking about, some chick's feet. It might have been, it's probably Malik Scott, dude's a freak. But I can't, maybe it was him and Nate Campbell were talking about feet. No, Kendall Holt was one of them. Like, I don't know. I think this is actually a theme going on here.
So let me get
nobody above middleweight is into it. It's just lowers.
So, mate, Matty, what you're saying is tits and ass are now out, and feet is the in thing these days.
Apparently, I don't think they like thick feet though.
They are.
What, like Nora Baddy?
Oh, I go niche there, Rob.
Yeah, take that, Matty. We don't know who fucking American congressmen are. Take a Nora Baddy reference. Nora Baddy Gialardo.
Oh dear.
Look up Nora Batty, Matty. It might look something a little bit like this. Northwich woman jailed for cocaine-fueled sex with a dog. Aaron Beach has sent this in. He thinks it might look like a
looks like someone can't put my finger on it now.
Woman It should be inverted commas, that word there, by the way.
I disagree with Andy. I think the best part of this story is that we're learning to respect people by the gender they wish to be identified with. What a wonderful
dog?
headline.
I mean, I wonder what Bunty's got to say about that wig. State it, man.
I wonder if he still has that wig.
If you
better watch, by we're heading down the Dave Chappelle route here. We might get cancelled.
We're not. I know. Yeah, Bellew of the Year tomorrow night might be the last time we appear this year.
Oh, wait to go out the way.
Child of God, Prime for Prime, Tank Stop Chavez Senior. Oh God, Andy, where do you even go with that one?
Fucking hell, man! I don't know where to start with that one. Prime for Prime.
Where you find these people. Same again, Alan Cannulli. He's a sly one, isn't he, Hearn? Don't want to see these fights. Andrade against another mug. Finally, he's got a half-decent opponent, and Eddie's poo-pooing it there.
I want to move on because he's got Alan Cannulli, who is now the manager for Andrade's title. He's also happens to be promoted by Top Rank. Eddie Hearn's like, well, nah.
Wait till you see Eddie with a straight face try and tell you that Akmaludi is not a draw.
And he's not a threat to Andrade. Andrade's elite. He's on the cusp of pound for pound cougs. He's going to be a 2-weight world champion in short order. Can he wait?
Eddie.
He must be this week. Yep. Oh, here we go.
Here we go, Andy. Here we go.
When you go, mate.
Hitman Bran. Dillian has been poorly advised for far too long. He needs to take this fight to guarantee a shot at the belt. Javaris Anderson says Tyson Fury has been poorly advised for far too long. He needs to give Dillian White a fair split of 40 to 45% instead of trying to duck him by lowballing him. You're going into the realms of YouTube comments here, Andy. Always a dangerous place.
It's a dangerous place, mate. But I was when the news broke last week about the 80-20 split and that.
God damn it.
I kind of had to just have a wee sniff about the place. Because Tommy was doing all the talking for us, really, wasn't he? You know, he was fucking generating the hate. But I'm finding wee nuggets and stuff, and people are really unhappy, which is good to see. It's good to see. And just people come out with these wild takes without actually reading stuff and that. So yeah, it's been good. Fucking hell, man. Apparently he's ducking them. So it's going to be interesting to see how White pulls this off now. Actually, if he's going to manage to, I think he's got to the 11th of January, I think, to make a deal. I'm interested if he maybe can and then says to Eddie, I'll just go myself. You know, and Eddie gets put out on the sidelines.
Well, Eddie's in a weird place. I mean, he's in a position now where he's got to weigh out, like, does it make sense for me to pay out Tyson Fury this amount of money and
exactly.
I beat Bob? And even though it's an all British fight with what's going on over there, Aram,
it could be the summertime before you get it.
Well, Aram having control of the fight could mean it ends up stateside just to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looking tens of millions of pounds. Matty, I believe on this same subject, you have a Bellew of the Week nomination of your own.
The 80-20 split, all that fight, all that bullshit for 80-20. Exactly what Dillian White deserves is a fucking peanut after walking into this goddamn fight. So he's going to get 20% of the purse, which is more than he deserves to get knocked the fuck out. And he's lucky to get that. And I don't know. I just like when somebody overvalues themselves and then somebody tells them exactly what they're worth, which is about a fifth of Tyson Fury, maybe on a good day.
Further endorsement there of the nomination for Dillian White, Bellew of the Week, episode 455. Andy, any nominations from you this week?
Yeah, I got one for the PBC, mate, just for a tweet last night saying Lewis King Kong Ortiz's reign continues. So I didn't know what reign that would be. Maybe the rain outside, possibly, but it wasn't the fucking rain he's been having in the ring.
The reign of snack foods.
Yeah.
Longer reign than Queen Victoria, isn't
it? Yeah. But I'm going to put Bob Arum up just for the shithousing that he said in that interview. Well, we're going to go and look at, Andy Ruiz and Robert Hilarious. And next minute, the 80-20 split comes out and Dillian White arse just fucking collapses. So, So Tyson Fury's been poorly advised. Don't know what's happened to Dillian White's advisors and that, but they maybe need to take out the back of a fucking bit of dressing, didn't possibly, because he's went for what? Was it 10 million or something?
A good 5 anyway at one point, wasn't it?
No, I was hoping to get 10 at least at one point, He can't pay Tyson Fury this and pay me like 7, for example. I need at least 10. I mean, fucking hell. What's he expect? I mean, what does this fight make? 20 million possibly? Eddie's not going to bid 20 million for that fight and pay fucking Tyson Fury 80% of it. And plus, they're going to have the Joshua Usyk rematch coming up at some point as well. And they're going to struggle to put that on in the UK at this rate as well, by the sounds of it. Frank Warren's desperate to get this Conor Benn fight with Avanesian made. He's even offering to pay Avanesian's purse. I think that kind of just looks a wee bit desperate. I'm assuming as well that Hearn's been trying to get the rematch clause put into this contract as well for the White fight, but she's just getting fucking poo-pooed, allegedly. And I've got one for AB as well, my boy. Ooh. No, in fact, I've got two others. Sorry, mate. I'll go for this one actually for Oscar Valdez. Top Rank put out on their fucking, I think it was IG, I think it was Instagram. Happy birthday, Oscar Valdez. And every response is an emoji of a needle or pills. I kid you not. I kid you not. And then obviously I've got one for AB here, who just keeps on giving, goes on all Twitter there on Christmas Eve. For all the girls I forgot I had sex with, I want to say sorry. I mean, no disrespect saying this, but I won't forget no more because I don't drink anymore. And 9 times out of 10, I was drunk fucking you. So, one there for AB as well, mate.
Good old AB. Wouldn't be the same without AB. Is that all you've got, Andy?
That's all I've got, mate.
Lovely jubbly. Rob, any from you, please?
None from me this week.
No worries, Rob. Nothing for Rob. Nothing from Aussie this week. Yeah, I got sent in loads for any ones that I have neglected to add in. Apologies, but obviously between the last show and this one, we've got sent in quite a few. So let's quickly recap before the boys make their choices. Quite a few good ones. We started off with Artman's list. We had Josh Kelly getting nominated for Fighter of the Year. We had Danny Garcia coming in with his suit. The Goat as well, getting a little nomination there. The BBC for Riddick Bowe. Bunsey, of course, with his spat with Dangerous Dave Lee. Rolly as well, getting all sexed up. Cocaine Dawkins nominating the Australian pay-per-view. Floyd with the Gel Blasters. I can't really nominate Rick Glazer's wife, can we? But she's got thrown in anyway. Doug Stringer for the cross between Effa Nakoku and Carlton Palmer. We have Eddie trying to get Derek Chisora killed by Deontay Wilder. Bunsey again having another meltdown. Tony Bellew trying to get involved in the golfing scene. Progray giving tips for thievery. The Ebony Bridges Appreciation Society getting thrown in there. The foot fetish. Whatever that is.
How did that end up in the fucking boxing page?
Because Kelly Maloney. It looks like Kelly Maloney. Yeah.
And Andy's ones at the end.
Right.
Who are you going for, Andy?
That and Kelly Maloney, who's the most attractive?
I'm not going there. I think I'd rather go on the foot fetish than that one, I think. Who are you going for, Andy?
Bunce, without doubt, mate.
Nomination for Bunsey for Andy there. Tell you what, Matty, it's a tight one for me this week. I like the Kelly Maloney one. I like the Bunsey one. I think, though, I wouldn't be averse to Bunsey winning, but I'm going to have to go for the Ebony Bridges Appreciation Society.
You and me both, Steve.
Oh, it's 2 as well. You going for that as well, Andy? Matty?
Yes, absolutely. 100%. I think that's a wonderful honeypot that the authorities have created to find weirdos. Good job, authorities.
It's also good bit of troll as well with especially 2 questions and that. What would be your ideal photo shoot? And, what would you do if you spent time with her and that? I mean, it's just... He must be waiting for the replies to come in so he can sit and jerk off to it or something. I've got to... I would get my throbbing member. I better watch what I'm saying here. Actually,
you don't look like Penthouse submissions.
But Jade can't. Jesus,
oh dear.
Fuck.
Better log back into the BitChute account. I think Andy the Mix left for tomorrow.
Okay, next time we're going to Skype this time tomorrow, mate.
She said,
"We're coming on."
Are you going to get up?
Sorry, go ahead, dude.
And she said, "Are you going to get on your knees with your own will, or am I going to have to go to your body first?"
I can't top that, man. Go ahead.
Who are you going for, Rob? Come on.
Cotto will go these days, no problem.
I was gonna go Bunsey in defense of Dangerous Dave Lee, because I think did Tommy say it or something?
He wasn't even trying.
Yeah, he was only just like pointing out something that happened, but Bunce couldn't take it, had a meltdown. But I think Tommy said something along the lines of he might be chinless, but he's not a twat. So I thought that was a bit much from Bunsey. Yeah, but this Ebony Bridges this thing is really fucking got arms and legs, like, isn't it? There's a cult following for Ebony Bridges, so in a way you got to give her credit, because I don't know how the fuck she's after getting her profile so high, but
She
she
gets her arse out. That's why.
Yeah, because it's a mystery to me. I can't work it out, but fucking, she seems to be doing the right things, and she's definitely tapping into her core fan base, selling her socks and that, like, isn't she? So, yeah, I'd love to fucking. I think I'm going to try and join this during the week and see can I get in. Like,
oh no, man, on a bot account.
What will surprise you about this Ebony Bridges Appreciation Society, that even though they have 1.1 thousand members, they cumulatively only have 200 foot of dick between them.
I want to see what other appreciation societies are out there. Is there an Obanov one? I know I've been trying to start that fucking campaign. Like, maybe we can get a fucking fundraiser going for it, but we don't need her now. We got Baumgartner. So there could be a Baumgartner one. You don't know Maya Jama. I'd be interested in a bit of that, like, in a bit of that action.
If you go on that page, I'm telling you right now, do some searching. I bet you 100% that guy, that bald guy with his shitty goatee, who's buying our gloves and all the merchandise, I bet he runs that page.
He probably runs it, and then the guy Perry PepsiCo, who's the fucking writes the artistic pieces for it. So I want to get in there and see what's going on.
And people Rick Bitcoin Rodney selling off our merchandise and that as well. See, I meant to say fucking Repo Rick selling new trackies and tracksuits and shit.
Is he?
Whoop that ass tracksuits. That's it, Steve.
Whoop that ass, maybe.
Even they're so bad, even Mayweather wouldn't wear them. That's how bad they are.
Yeah, somebody did send me that actually. I forgot to quit it, but oh god. So are we going 2 for 2, 2 for Bunty, 2 for Ebony? Yeah.
No, I'm going to go for the Ebony to swing it in her favour.
Well.
She deserves a title.
Would you box me? I'd box me. I'd box me so hard.
But the thing is, though, Rob, you said that this is growing arms and legs, which makes you wonder which body part they would go for first if they actually got hold of poor Ebony.
Probably throat, most of them. I'd say MJP probably has her own appreciation society as well in there. Okay, babe. Okay.
Depreciation society, I think. Anyway,
one that's not got the fucking cat filters on the picture pages and that. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Anyway, well done. Congratulations.
Serafina needs an appreciation page. Can we fucking do some good work out here?
Make it happen, Robert. Make it happen.
She's heading down the Cross of Shields route with the hair, though.
Is she?
Oh, she's got a forehead like a doorstep, man.
It's very hard to please, Annie.
Oh, hey, the thing is, she was on that. See, I know these things. I'm an expert in these things.
Oh, women have to have hair. You fucking fuck's sake.
Right. Let's finish.
All the love to the Chapped Penis Society.
Well said. Well said.
Just put some Vaseline on it, Matty.
Congratulations.
We're getting bombed out.
Do you think these people can afford masturbation accessories?
Oh, we're gone. Forget it. It was nice while it lasted.
Oh, yeah. Another ban incoming. Congratulations to the Ebony Bridges Appreciation Society for winning the Bellew of the Week for episode 455. Don't forget, everybody, to join us, maybe, on here.